the darker things got, because he then revealed that before dismembering some of the bodies, he would sexually assault their corpse. He admitted to keeping some of these corpses for hours, even days after they died, just using them as his own toy for his own perversions. It's sick. And in a few cases, he even claimed to have cooked and eaten parts of the victims, including the breast of one of the women, the liver of a child, and the arm of another child. It is so sick, and that explains the bloody grill, right? He literally was cooking them, barbecuing them, and consuming them. It's just absolutely appalling. Now, during all of this, he also tried to defend his actions, saying he was experiencing mental problems due to sexual dysfunction and issues that he had been having in his marriage. In his mind, he thought that cannibalizing his victims would cure his issue. He also claimed that he was deeply affected by Moninder's lifestyle because he claimed that Moninder was a sex addict, that he had this constant stream of sex workers going in and out of the house. According to Surinder, if Moninder was at the house alone without his wife or his son, he would hire 1 or 2 sex workers a night, and that Surinder was the one who would have to cook meals for these people, cater to these people, clean up after them. And he claimed that initially he was really uncomfortable with all of this. But then, over time, he got used to it, and he even became jealous that these sex workers weren't for him. He said that he grew angry, confused, and then, eventually, sexually frustrated. He then described this mental fog that he would fall into, where he didn't really know what he was doing, how he couldn't control his actions. His violent urges would just build up until he couldn't hold back anymore. So that is when, according to him, he says he would kidnap people. And that once he acted on his urges, it would take him hours to calm back down, almost like it was this peak adrenaline rush, and then he had to just recenter his body. He said that he would eventually, quote, come back to himself, realize what he had done, feel terrible, and then just put all of his focus on cleaning up the scene and hiding the evidence. And he described each instance like it was as if he was being controlled by someone else. He claimed he felt like he was possessed. He even gave specific details about several of the victims, including Payal, the 20-year-old who went missing in May of 2006. He said he lured her into the house by offering her work. Then he followed that same pattern that he did with all of his other victims, and he strangled her, dismembered her, and then disposed of her. He also admitted to killing Rachna, the little girl who went missing in April of 2006. Her skull was later recovered inside the house, along with her clothing, which was later identified by her parents. Now, I want to give a little bit of a warning here, but Surinder claimed that his youngest victim was just 3 years old, and that in all of the instances, he was the one who killed the victims, that he acted completely alone. And in fact, in at least one of the cases, cell phone records did confirm that Moninder was out of town at the time of the murder. But then, Surinder's story started changing over time. He started saying that after he killed the victims, Moninder was the one who sexually assaulted the bodies. Then he claimed that he only killed the children because Moninder forced him to do so. Then, ultimately, he took back his entire confession, saying that it wasn't true and that it had been violently coerced out of him. Now, while most of the focus at that point was on Surinder and his very graphic confession and accounts of what took place in that house, attention quickly started shifting back to Moninder.